Okay, so the first card is the tree. So you're dealing with something to do with the family at this particular moment. You've received some sort of shocking news regarding the family. So something that was really surprising came out. It might have been some bad news as well, because you've got the lion over here, and it's generally a bit of bad news regarding your family situation. Now, there's been a clove. It's all based on the clove. So it looks like whatever that information was, or whatever news you received about the family situation, will change. So, the clove brings in some luck. So whatever that problem is, it looks like it will sort itself out with this clove card at the bottom. So in the past, you've got some good news coming in. Some news came in for you, and it was with regards to, maybe you've been successful at some particular project at work. This was some sort of recognition that you received with the star. So, a lot of accolades coming in with that particular with the star card. So, with regards to work as well. So that's the news that you received in the recent past. So going into the future, it looks like you're planning a trip, and it involves maybe communicating with a lot of people. So you're going to be involved in some sort of seminar, some sort of communication, something going on where you have to pass out information. So maybe you're going to some course, something to do with information with these birds. So you are planning to take a long trip, a journey with regards to communicating ideas, information. So you might be taking a business trip. So some family event happening for you, and it looks like it will resolve itself with the clove card, because it seems like the luck changes. The clove card brings in good luck. So whatever you were worried about, I think you probably don't need to, because it looks like your luck will change with that, and it will allow you to, since things settle down, it will allow you to be able to take a business trip, a journey, where you will maybe be giving a talk. Communicating with a lot more people, networking with a lot of people. So you've got the Countess of Staffs, which is like the Queen of Rods, which is your card. So you are taking your power back. This is the card for Aries, and you can see you might be involved in a bit of studying, communication, maybe involved in getting your skills updated. Definitely doing a lot of work with information. But also with the Queen of Staffs, you are taking your authority back. You're getting into a position of authority. So you, whatever this job you're doing, you're in charge of a lot of people as well. And you're a very proactive person. So it seems like, you're organized, getting things done, making sure that things are running smoothly. You're not at the top yet, but you're definitely in a higher position of management, bringing about a lot of stability within that work and communicating a lot to people. So you might be writing a lot of sending a lot of emails out, writing a lot of documents, signing a lot of documents. So it looks like you're getting your power back, getting your authority back, and you're in a position where you are in charge of a lot of things at the moment. So what's happening with you? It seems like you're starting a new project over here with this Ace of Staffs. So some brand new thing has coming for you, a new enterprise, a new project, something new that you've focusing all your attention, and it's giving you a lot of authority. You can see that they've got this staff in their hands, so it's giving you a lot of power, and it means that you've had to use. You had to be very active in it. It's not something that you can sit on, and you're getting that back. You're taking charge. You're in control. You're the one that is leading this particular project. Now you're reaching a point where you have to make some sort of decision over here. With this Two of Swords, you have reached a point. With the Two of Swords, it says the decision has to be made from a logical point of view and an emotional point of view. And you have to stand back. You've got all the information with you. You've got to make a decision about what to do next. You haven't made that decision yet, and you need to consider all the facts, go through all the pros and cons, and decide how you're going to do it. You've got a lot of power in your hands as well, and you're dealing with a lot of communication over here with people, and you're trying to find that balance as well in your life. But you're making a decision about this particular project and what to do next, and you seem to be the one that's in charge. You can see this soldier has got these two parties, both of them have stopped fighting because he's in charge. So you are controlling a lot of people. You are in charge of a lot of people, and you are making decisions, and you need to make these decisions based on logic rather than emotions. So very professionally based decisions that you have to make at this particular moment. Now, in the last year, you've got the Empress, so you're coming into your own. You're taking your authority. You've got ideas and things that you want to projects that you want to do, and you're starting to accumulate your wealth again. If you've had loss in the past, it seems like that is coming back into your hands again, and you can see there's a lot of abundance over here, and it seems like you are coming across as being very maternal with this Empress, so you're very nurturing as well, but also a person that's very much in charge, somebody that you don't mess with. So the Empress card is showing that you're standing alone, but you're standing firm, and you're standing with a lot of authority. The Empress controls a lot of abundance and resource, and so that's what you're doing. You're accumulating it. You're managing to get back all the wealth that you may have lost. So you've got the Knight of Cups coming over here. It looks like there was some sort of offer that you received recently, and maybe it's a job offer that you received, and that was very something that made you very happy, and it allowed you to. It's allowing you to express yourself, your creativity, express yourself, and just calm you down. It's giving you that emotional stability that you seem to have lost for a long time. Now, on your mind, you've got the Countess of Swords. You have come through a lot of difficulties, because the Countess of Swords, which is like the Queen of Swords, is a card of like a lot of upset, and a person that has been through the mill, really. Somebody who's been through a really difficult period. You can see this woman looks very, very sad in this card. She's sitting alone on this throne, but she looks very, very sad. And, she's got the sword in her hand, so she's very defensive about whatever has happened. So you have been through a really difficult period in your life, and you've learned a lot of lessons. You've got a lot of scars, because this woman looks like she's ready to fight at a moment's notice. So you are on the defensive as well, so nobody can really mess with you anymore. You're willing to stand up and defend yourself. But it is also, you've withdrawn a little bit emotionally from the world, and you are very sad about whatever happened. It depressed you a bit, but you're standing up. You're maintaining your strength, and you're taking authority. You're taking an authority position. Now you've got the Death card as going into the future, so you're letting go of that past. You're laying it to rest. You decided that it didn't serve you, and you're cutting it, and you're making that big change, and you're moving forward in your life. So maybe this decision that you're making is how to move forward in life, because this new opportunity is now presenting itself to you. It's putting the power back in your hand again, as you can see, giving you that stability, you're now, you can let go of the past, let go of the things that didn't serve you, or the people that didn't serve you, and move forward. Start a new cycle. Now you are carrying a lot of burdens and responsibilities, and there is a element of financial need over here, because you can see this person's walking barefoot in the snow and carrying all these burdens. So you are taking a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you have a lot of financial responsibilities, a lot of bills going out, and maybe you can't see. This man can barely see in front of him for all the rods that he's carrying. So you may be taking on a lot of projects, maybe taking on extra work to try and raise that extra finances to get through this financial crisis that you're going through, because you are still going through hard times at the moment. And you're doing it very much alone. Nobody's there to support you, really. So it seems like you had a situation that you went through. You've got the Ten of Cups over here, and this was an end of an old, family situation. So that you might have gone through a divorce or a separation, where that kind of stable family life has come to an end. You got the Rainbow that came up, so there was a lot of difficulties. So this is maybe the reason why you're on your own now, and carrying all the responsibilities and burdens, trying to look after a family, trying to raise the money to support this family after going through some sort of separation or divorce, some sort of event that happened that ended that old happy family that you had. and now you're having to work really hard to try and support this family and keep it going. But the worst is over. The Ten of Cups talks about the end of that old situation, and you will move forward. There's a lot of options and opportunities that are going to be coming your way. So the rainbow shows that the worst is over, the storm has passed, and these cups are showing that new opportunities will be coming your way. So just keep an eye out for those, and you will have the options to prosper. So you are at a turning point with the Lovers card of here. You have to make a choice about what you want to do next, and this is a decision that you have to make whether something serves you or doesn't. So whether you have to leave something behind and go forward, you must be very logical when you think about what you want to do next. Don't be emotionally overrun by it. Watch out for people not being very supportive and lying and cheating, or promising you things that they can't deliver. So just watch out for that with this Lovers card. So you've got the Six of Cups, the Six of Coins, and you've got the Countess of Cups. And so you've been thinking around a lot about the past, reminiscing about the past. Maybe you've been remembering all the things that happened. Maybe you've been going over that event that happened over and over again in your mind. Now you have to let go of that past. Like with the Death card and transformation, it's bury that past and move on. You mustn't get stuck in it, because if you keep going on, you start obsessing on it, and then you develop like a post-traumatic stress disorder kind of scenario when you keep going over and over the same thing, and you don't want that to be happening in your life. You need to let go of that past and move on to the future. And there is somebody that will help you with as far as finance goes. You might need to actually seek out some financial assistance to help you with your family. So if you're trying to look after the family, if you have children and you're trying to look after the children as a single parent, you're going to have to ask for some financial aid. There will be somebody that gives you it. So there is somebody that is coming in to help you look after your children, or you're going to have to do some paperwork, go through all the hoops of getting that, or applying for a loan, or getting that money. But there will be somebody that's quite generous in helping you financially. So some financial assistance coming in for you. Now you've got the Countess of Cups. So you're still a bit depressed about whatever happened, but you will be able to emerge from it much stronger than before the event happened, because you've got the Queen of Cups over here. So you will be able to conquer this problem and deal with it, and it has made you much stronger. Try not to cry too much about it, because it looks like you're still crying and a bit depressed about whatever happened, but try not to do that. Try to think of things in a positive light, and try to think of it as a learning experience, and know that the worst is over. It's finished. It's done. You need to lay that to rest and move forward, because it looks like you will come out of that situation. And with these new projects or new job opportunities coming in, you will have your authority back, and you will be able to conquer that situation. So although you've been through a pretty difficult period in your life, it's now over, and you are now recovering from it. A little worse for wear, but you are recovering. So I'm just drawing some cards from the Animal Tarot. And the first card is the Balance card, which says, by merging varying points of view, you can generate extraordinary new ideas, compromise with others, and collaborate to discover a better solution. So this is the Temperance card, which says, you have to seek out help with the Temperance card, and the help will come in the form of advice. So just speak to people, network with people that you trust, and ask them for what they would do in a situation if they were faced with one like yours, and get some good advice from them, and you will be able to conquer that situation. They will give you some messages that will be able to help you get through the situation. Then you've got the Three of Springs, which says, stop to take time to review and make long-term plans, capitalizing on your past successes. It is appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all your accomplishments, and you may also need patience for the next phase to play out. So just wait. Things are going to go your way. You need to ask for some help from people around you, and you are going to be successful. it says you need to make some long-term plans. So a need for planning to come into place. So have an idea about what you're going to do and be very strategic. So, now don't wing it. Make sure that you're having a plan so that you're not faced with this kind of problem again in the future. And the last card is the Eight of Summer, is that you can feel that there's more to life than what you are living. So it's time to move on. You may be moving from a situation that isn't good for you, or perhaps you are being drawn to what would make you happy. Either way, you are in control. So realize that your control is coming back. You are moving away from this awful situation that you went through, and you will emerge much more victorious and much more in control. Your power is coming back to you, and you will be somebody, a force to be reckoned with. So maybe this was all in a state where you had to learn how to get and how to control and use your power. So that's why maybe it was taken away from you, only now to be given back to you, and now you know what to do with it. So that is the important life lesson that seems to be coming out from this reading, that there will be support now that you have learned your power, learned your capabilities, and if you start employing them, then you will be able to transcend this particular situation that you've gone through. So, a choice coming up, a decision, make sure that you're making logical decisions. So use your mind, use the pros and cons, think about it logically. There's a new project coming in, and something new being given, some new power being given to you. Let go of the past. And, there is some financial assistance also coming in for you. You can see there is financial assistance coming in. So don't be too worried about the money. That will come in for you, because you are now on your right path, the path that you were meant to be on, and the universe will only guide you into a positive role. So good luck, and take care, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.